Maggie's Command down on the rails then to Vital Touch, who's travelling up there third. Something Big peeling around their heels well before the corner to get going up nearly making a line of three. Silver Roller's a length and a half further back with Zakharova, Miss Scaramanga, then Imaginary, and patiently ridden behind them Talita coming around the home bend though. They'd straightened up and Something Big making all haste for the judge, kicked away. It got to the lead a length and a half in front from Vital Touch, who's trying to stick on. Over on the inside, Cyberspace, Something Big clear. Imaginary is starting to work through into open space and coming with a big run. Something Big in front, Vital Touch, Imaginary further back, but Something Big is really responding under plenty of riding, and Something Big beat Vital Touch. Imaginary down on the inside, Cyberspace, Silver Roller, high count next home. Running on was 888 from last on the corner, a nice run, and then came Zakharova. Toledo was disappointing. Mixed messages further back, Benny Bruiser, Maggie's Command, and Miss Scaramanga. Something Big. He took off before the corner because he had a head full of steam. Went early on Something Big, and number 3 with the blinkers on for Neville Parker has recorded a very, very good first up win. Something Big, $18 into 12s on track. So they've got a result, finishing over the top in 125.31, beating Vital Touch. It'll be close for third as we wait for the numbers here to come to hand. But you can see on the corner that Something Big was travelling full of running for Smoke and Joe, and he went up at the 500, as said, 3 deep with the other two, and finished up sprinting clear. Vital Touch battling away, Cyberspace rather down on the rail, and Imaginary also getting home from 888 further back in the field after getting back to last on the corner. 35.96 is the sectional, no numbers up at this stage. Something Big by Casino Prince from Debozhnikov by Stravinsky, and by Oz Racing, the Oakland Park stud, Nev Parker, C. Blackwell, J.C. Peacock, Mrs. T. Cowan, and G. Sainsbury, G. Collis, L. Oliver, and Mrs. R.G. Avery, K. Jones, G. Brown, and trained by Neville Parker with Joey Azzopardi there in the saddle. Vital Touch will be second, number 10. The Vital Equine, Carsavina filly, trained by Vince Cavallaro, ridden by Sean McGruddy, and Imaginary on the outside of Cyberspace was certainly finishing off the race pretty well, although there's not a lot between those two at the finish, and the judge still having a look at the result. So 15.54.20, but had met with some support here on track as well. First up, the big fellow. Race 4, the perthracing.com.au handicap at 310. Next of the day is over 1,600 for the 3-year-olds as they prepare to make their way back in. Here are the numbers: 310, 9, 13. Imaginary grabbing third, and those in front of Cyberspace, Silver Roller, 310, 9, 13. As we take you downstairs here after the victory of Something Big, returning to racing in great fettle there. He looked nice and keen, big and bold, and he just got the job done here at his return to the track.
Perfect summary there, Darren. As you said, big, bold, keen runner, Neville. This horse has taken just a little bit of time to get everything together.
Yeah, we've definitely been on a patient road with him. He's shown a lot of potential from an early age, so it's good for the owners to get the job done today.
You must be happy that the owners have been patient as well. I mentioned in the preview, on days when you're drawn bad gates, it was days you needed to go forward. On then days when you drew good gates, it was days they were running on. That last prep, you just really have conditions go your way, or races play out the way you would have liked.
Yeah, 100%. They did know from the get-go it was always going to be a long road with this horse. Obviously, his size is starting to become a bit of a hindrance as he's a bit green. You can see he takes a bit of a fighting most days, but look, they're a great bunch and they're well deserved to see this horse go on further.
He's a massive animal. He's great to look at as well for a 3-year-old that's only having his 5th start today. You've been really patient. You've done a lot of work yourself. I know you've only got 4 horses in the stable, mate, so it must be a lot of reward for you and the team as well to get this winner.
Yeah, it is. Obviously, we try and give them as much time as we can, and owners have been a great bunch, and it's good to see this horse do it.
A horse that you obviously want to keep going out in distance, the 1,600-1,800 metres?
Yeah, well, the eventual plan last prep was to see him actually run around in the Derby sort of as a 3-year-old, but as it worked out, didn't pan out that way. But as we said, it was always longevity of the horse, and seeing him perform as he gets older was always key.
And as I mentioned, you've been around the traps a little bit here. You've done a lot of work for a lot of trainers, mate, but trying to go out there by yourself, you've got 4 horses, looking for more, I'm sure.
Yeah, definitely. I'm trying to get you into one, actually. I've heard you got the most money going around. So, yeah, I'll buy a drink after if you like.
Rumours are wrong, mate. Congratulations on the win. Well done there. Something big, getting the chocolates. We'll grab Joey as a party now as well. Joey, you've ridden this horse before. You know that there are some issues at time. You would have seen in the mounting yard. Certainly has a mind of its own. And through those early stages when you're at the back of Maggie's command, I was just thinking, I hope you've been to the gym because the biceps looked as though they really had to go into top gear.
Yeah, like you said, he's a big, really big horse and he's quite tricky to ride. They bowled along for the first furlong, so I was happy to hand up and just sit behind him. Then when they steadied up, like you said, he started getting really strong. So before the corner, about 600, I had a lap full of horse and I said, might as well get rolling into the race. And he got to the front, I thought maybe a little bit too early, but to his credit, he's just tough and he hung on.
You must have been happy doing that as well, knowing the conditions. We've seen that absolutely nothing has run on yet. So although you happened to maybe go a little bit earlier than you would have liked and pulling through the early stages, you must have been confident that it was going to be tough to really make up that ground.
Yeah, I definitely have those thoughts in my head when I did hit the front. So I was pretty confident on straightening and he proved me right.
Neville Parker as well, great to be riding for another young trainer.
Yeah, for sure. Neville does a great job with the horses and he's starting to get a good team behind him. So he's doing well and he deserves it.
Well done, mate. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Joey has a party there. Winner aboard of Something Big for trainer Neville Parker, taking out race number 3 to get the Tab Touch maiden over the 1,400 metres.